Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This picture, I'll just say quickly, that is from the same place as the pictures in the last video, but those were fish. This is King Croc, the second biggest crocodile in the world, who lives in Japan Mall. Yes, this is the mall, just like the other pictures. Yeah, and you can even see the reflection of my shoes, like, and the ground was gloss as well, so that was cool, and it was nice. Anyways, this is a new fan fiction. I don't know if I'll make it a series. If you guys like it, I'll make it a series. If you guys don't like it, then there's no point. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. It's a new idea. I came up with it in a dream. A lot of my fan fiction actually are dreams that I have, and then I make, or I get bored, stare at a wall, and put an episode on there, and tweak it and make fan fiction. Anyways, let's get started. Blinded. It had been 100 years. 100 years of darkness. Some people heard stories of sight. It was a day when everyone lost their ability to see, and it was both a blessing and a curse. When it first happened, it was a curse. People had to adapt. People had to rush to learn Braille. They had to rush making things for the new disability. But then it became a blessing. Fashion was no longer important. Racism was extinct. People were no longer judged by their looks. Sometimes you heard stories of colors, stories of reading without feeling, stories of views and sunset. But then there was Marinette Dupanchang. She was born in darkness, but that changed. When she turned 10, she started to see blobs. When she turned 11, they became blurry but visible. When she turned 12, she could see clearly. And when she turned 13, she saw color. Marinette never mentioned her ability, pretended to be what was the new normal. She did notice something. Everyone's eyes were dull. But one day she found some glass. No one used glass these days, but she saw her reflection. She realized that her eyes were blue and everyone else's were gray or white. She was at school one day when a new student came. When she saw him, she froze. His eyes were green. They made eye contact. She could see he noticed. She made a sign for him to stay silent, and he did. She slid him a note in Old English letters that said to meet behind the school during break, and he nodded. His name was Adrian. His father was famous for the materials he made. So class finished, and he went to the back of the school and waited. "Hi," he heard her say. "I like your eyes," he said without thinking. She blushed and went forward. "How long have you been able to see?" she asked as she admired his own amazing eyes. "I started seeing when I was 11. Then I saw color when I was 13, he answered. "Cool. I had blurry vision when I was 10, but it got better over 2 years, and then I saw colors when I turned 13. "The world is beautiful," she commented and stood next to him. "And so are you," he replied nonchalantly. God, he was going to be the death of her. "Does anyone else know that you can see?" she asked him and tried to ignore his comment. "I told my mother, but she passed away. I wish I could share the gift," he said with a sad smile. "I'm sorry about your mother. I want to find a cure as well," she said. "Why don't we? I heard of a temple in Tibet once, a temple that heard us the secret of sight. Would you like to come with me, restore sight, cast a miracle cure?" She nodded. "I would love to, Kitty," she replied. She remembered the first thing she saw clearly. A black cat with green eyes. Green eyes that reminded her of the boy in front of her. She named him after the first thing she saw. And that's it for the first part of this new thing. This picture is another angle of the King Croc. And yeah, I have to go to bed soon, which sucks because I'm not very tired if I'm honest, but what can you do? What can you do? Sleep. Yeah, so I gotta go to bed. And yeah, question of the day, we're gonna do, if you could change your name today, what would you change it to? Now you can choose how you do it. You can do a serious name, like I'd change the spelling of my name, or do something serious like an actual other name that you would choose, Or you could go silly and be like dolphin. I don't know. I just thought of the first thing. Crocodile. The first thing that comes to mind. For me, if I was to pick a silly answer, I would want my name to be... Silly answer would be Cat or Kitty. Like, actually, my friend's mom's name is that, Kitty. But yeah, so a cat or kitty or something, because I like cats a lot. And I feel like that's a cute name. And if I was to go for a serious answer, I'd go for definitely something that starts with an H, because that's the thing that I have in common with my younger siblings, both my brothers. Their names start with an HA. So if I could keep that, that'd be nice. But I don't know which name exactly. I don't know. I mean, my name is already one I like, but I think the other one I do is Hala. Like HALA. But other than that, I honestly don't know. Something that starts with an HA. I'm looking at this list of names that start with an H, and I swear the first like 5 are my names spelled in different ways. HADIYYAH, HADYA, HADIA, HADIYA. Mine is HAADIYA. HAADIYAH. Like, my God, there's a lot of them in the same thing, and they mean different things as well. So yeah, probably Hala or something like that. I don't know, something with an HA. Anyways, I'm gonna go now because I have to go to bed. But I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, another fan fiction tomorrow. See you then.